Hi everybody. Like I say in all my videos, I'm not responsible if anybody gets hurt. Today I'm going to be talking about a tarot reading on what's going to be happening in the United States, for the United States and the people and world. So the future of 2025. So I'm going to do a reading. So the first reading I'm going to do is Donald Trump going to be the president moving forward? Is he well enough to be the president of the United States in 2025? Please tell me, is he going to be Donald Trump going to be the president in 2025? Please tell me. 4 cards. It says he isn't, but he'll feel like he's a failure if he becomes president because his health is bad. I feel like that. And he's got poor planning. He doesn't have any good ideas moving forward. And he's lost opportunities because the way he acts toward people, and he comes across as a real jerk. That's how I feel, entertainment purposes. And he feels like he's a very controlling person. He's going to try to control how, if he goes into the White House, he's going to be controlling how he does things. Like, it's his way or the highway. He doesn't like to compromise. And he doesn't like change. And he's passive aggressive. There'll be inner conflicts if he's in the White House with the Democrats or other Republicans or other countries, maybe Europe or other countries that don't like him. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of conflict if he becomes President Donald Trump. And he feels very overwhelmed, like, becoming president because of his health and the way he talks about people. I feel like he's very overwhelmed on the responsibility being the president and working with the people in Congress, or the Republicans or Democrats and the people. He's going to feel overwhelmed, there. So I'm going to do another reading about him. About Donald Trump. Is he going to be in office for 4 years straight in 2025 once he gets sworn in? If he goes, will he be in the 4 years, or is health going to be taking a toll on him and he can't be president anymore? Please let me know. Is he going to be not the president of the United States after a few years? Is he not going to be well enough and have to have the vice president, which... Oof. All right, so it says there's going to be transformation ending. So maybe not because of his health. I feel like there'll be new beginnings. Maybe someone else would take, like the vice president or something will happen, and he'll be failure. It's going to be his illness. He'll be sick, and he has illnesses. Maybe he has Alzheimer's or dementia, or his health is going to deteriorate, or something's going to happen to him. Yeah, so... And he feels anxiety, feels stress being the president. And he's very stubborn. Like I said in the other thing, it's his way or the highway. And things are going to transformation. Like I said, he won't be the president for the whole 4 years. It will be someone else, maybe the vice president or someone else will be president. And he'll have to move ahead. He'll have to leave the White House and maybe go to a hospital to get, he'll try to heal from his health. And like I said, he's stubborn, very stubborn person. And he's obsessed with wealth and status. He wants to be the very best. And, like in The Apprentice, before he ran, he wanted, he was very much into money, he was, he built his own empire, and he was really stubborn when it comes to money. All right, We know his health isn't good. He's not going to make it for a year. Now I'm going to talk about weather. Are we going to have major earthquakes or floods or in 2025, or hurricanes, snowstorms, major 2025? Are we going to have major weather? Please tell me. I'm going to do 5 cards. Are we going to have major weather in 2025? Please tell me. Yeah, we're going to have we'll have some weather. It'll be, there'll be people who aren't really wanting to listen. There'll be people wanting to party, and they'll be gossiping, thinking, oh, we better get, some people will be serious about it and gossip about it, like, oh, there's not really going to be any weather problems, they're going to be gossiping, so they're not going to take it very serious. Some people aren't going to take it very serious. They'd rather just party and drink and, do other things. But there's going to be some people, personal transformation, I feel. There's going to be fear of change. A lot of people won't want to change things, like if in California, have better buildings being built, or China or Japan or whatever, those countries that have major earthquakes, they don't like change. They don't want to, build better buildings. And there's gonna be disaster, and there's gonna be people are gonna suffer from if there's an earthquake or hurricanes, and there's gonna be stormy times ahead. Yep, we're gonna have stormy times, where the weather is gonna get worse, and it's gonna go fast. When we have hurricanes or snowstorms or whatever, tornadoes or whatever, it will go fast. It's going to go rampant, and people won't know what's hit them, and there's going to be swift changes. People won't know what's going to hit when the hurricanes or earthquakes or snowstorms or whatever, natural disasters. Yeah, they won't know what hit them. This means fast. And there's going to be new projects. Probably a lot of people are going to be preppers, prepare for stuff. Like they say, get 6 months worth of food, water, batteries, games, board games, or something like that. There's a lot of people going to become, and they want a desire to fix things. Maybe a lot of people are going to fix their homes to make it more standard, so they won't have too much hurricanes. They'll be, building their homes better, or they might take care of their place to make it more sound, so they won't have destruction. And this one, yeah, people have new ideas of how to build structure, or like I said, they might become preppers and buy food, water, and maybe the Red Cross will say to people, oh, we're going to give you food, water, and supplies, or they have new ideas for people to do that. So yeah, there's going to be storms, but some people will take it seriously and some people won't, but some people will, like I said. All right. Are we going to have any wars with other countries in the future? Are we going to be going to war with anybody, like other countries like Russia or North Korea or Pakistan, Israel, any of our people who we don't get along? Are we going to go into war with Pakistan, Israel, any of them? It says there'll be negative. People will feel negative about going to war. They don't want us to. They don't want to. They'll feel like, oh God, do we have to go? I'm so sick of it, watching the news. A lot of people won't want to watch the news because they're tired of hearing the negative of, people talking about war. They're tired of CNN or Fox or everybody talking about negative. So they don't really want to talk about it. They want to recover from what's been going on, where they have family members who are going off to war, they want to recover from it because it's given them post-traumatic stress disorder. So a lot of people do not want to get involved. We don't. The United States doesn't want to. They want to recover. They want to have people come home. Their men and women come home, and they want to recover and not have to deal with it. But there's going to be some people who are willing to go over there and fight wars if they have to, for America. So some people will be willing to go over there, like I said, and fight, and they'll they think fast ways to stop the other people from fight the people that are against to fight them. They'll have good ideas about it. I also feel like a lot of people think, oh, I'm going to surrender maybe to the other people, or they say, I'm not going to go. Maybe some people will be like they did in the 60s and 70s. They went to another country so they wouldn't have to go to war. Maybe a lot of people say, screw that. I'm not going to go to war. Sometimes I swear. Yeah, this is entertainment purposes. They don't want to go to. So some people are going to say, pause and say, I'm not going to go to war. I'll go to, Canada like they did in 60s and 70s. I don't want to get involved. So that, and some people will sacrifice themselves and some people won't. Some people don't want to sacrifice. And this is new beginnings. There might be new beginnings. There might be some wars that I feel like there might be some new wars we get involved with in North Korea, Pakistan, and all the other ones that we don't want to go. It's an opportunity for us to win and keep ISIS at bay. So we're going to go. A lot of people don't want to. A lot of people will leave. Leave. Okay. Are we gonna with the food? Will food prices keep on going up or staying the way it is? High. Are we gonna have food in 2025? Are food prices gonna still go high in 2025? And what are we going to do about it? Please tell us. All right. Oh, God, we have this. All right. There's going to be heartbreak. A lot of people are going to be pissed off about the prices of food and how much it's going to go up or stay. They're saying, come on, enough is enough. They're going to be grieving because they can't feed their people, feed their families, or they might have to go to food banks and stuff because it's going to be so expensive. People are going, oh, you got to be kidding. A steak is whatever, or fruit is expensive. They're tired of this. They feel grieved and tired and upset about it because they can't afford it. And they're depressed over it. I'd be depressed. I get depressed because steak is very expensive. Fruits, vegetables are getting higher prices. And they feel restless. They feel upset. They feel like no one's looking out for us. They're doing it. They're not going to lower the prices on it. And we feel burnt out, like, oh God, this is never going to end. We're always going to have high prices in food. And also there's delays in it. Like some people are going to say, enough is enough. But there's going to be delays. Maybe there's going to be, I feel like maybe there'll be like people, the drivers will not be driving the food into the supermarkets because it's going to be delays. Maybe some drivers will go on strike. I feel like that's what it's going to say. It says delays. Maybe some people won't be able to get the food because the drivers will go on strike because they want more money. God, delays. Yeah, and there's lack of control of people feel lack of control of how they can spend their money because it's going to be so expensive for fruits and vegetables and meat and everything. So they think so. Yeah. All right. Or holding back. Some people are going to hold back on buying a lot of food, a lot of stuff because they have to spend money on food, so they can't buy other things. So they're going to hold back on buying, I don't know, clothes or something, because they have to hold that back. They're going to be risk-taking. Maybe they'll have other ideas of how to get the food out of the food. Maybe if there's a sale or something. I'm going to say, is there anything going on when it comes to gas? Are we going to have, Is gas going to go back up or is it going to stay where it is? Are we going to have problems with gas? Please tell us. Gas. Please tell us. Are we going to have gas prices going up or is it going to stay the same or go down in 2025? Please tell me. 4 cards, please. Gas prices. No, it's gonna, yeah. A lot of people are gonna feel hopeless, like I said in the other card reading, about the prices of gas. They feel like it's gonna stay the same or go up. It's not gonna go down anytime soon. Sorry to tell you that. And people feel like withdrawn. They feel, oh God, they feel like so upset and pissed off because, you know, they feel like the government doesn't care about them. They feel like they only care about themselves and their family. So they feel withdrawn, and a lot of people are walking away. And also, I feel like there's going to be delays with gas. Maybe in other countries with wars or something, getting gas is going to get harder to get. Uh-oh, that'd be terrible. But I feel like there's going to be problems. This might not happen. I don't know. I'm just reading the cards, entertainment purposes. So I feel like there's going to be a delay getting gas. Like there might be long lines or it's harder to get gas because, you know, the drivers might go on strike or in the Middle East, it's hard to get gas because of the wars that are going to happen. And people are going to be passionate, like they're going to say, come on, enough is enough. Maybe people are going to go into the streets with the food and the gas and say enough is enough, and they're going to take action. They're going to say enough is enough with the gas prices and the food prices. People might demonstrate or say something to people. Maybe they'll go and call Washington, our governors and mayors and say enough is enough with the prices of gas and food and other things. And this is, like I said, they're very discouraged and upset. These are all negative cards, it seems, about the price of gas. And they're going to try to get better ideas of getting gas. Maybe they'll, I don't know, find alternatives to gas. So they're very discouraged when it comes to gas. I feel like these people are very upset over the gas prices. Are we going to have strikes when it came to food and the gasoline, 2025? Are there going to be strikes on gasoline, the drivers? I'm going to do 3. And then I'll do the ones on food. People going on, the driver's going to be going on strike. It says they're in harmony. They doing it because they need the money, and they want a good relationship with the people. So they're not going to go on strike right now. And they want to be supportive and loving to the people, but they're emotional. They don't like. They also don't like, right now they're not going to go on strike, but in the future they might because they're emotional and they're blocked. They don't like how they're being treated, the drivers and the gas companies and the oils. They don't like the way they're treated. So that might happen. And they're very emotional, like they might go on strike. Oh boy, the gas. And they think the people are very greedy. They feel like the gas company thinks the oil people who run the company are very greedy and selfish, so they don't like them. So they might go on strike. And they also think they're overspending. They also agree with the people. They think they're overspending. They don't think the people should spend so much money on gas. So the drivers are sympathetic to us, but they don't like it. So are the food companies going to go on strike in 2025? The drivers or any of the supermarkets going on strike in 2025? Because right now, you know, the prices of food is high. Are any of the drivers going to go on strike, or supermarkets going on strikes. There's going to be transformation. There might be some people who feel like going on strike, but they're not sure if they should go on strike. And they might feel like it might be a failure if they go on strike. They might feel like they might lose their job if they go on strike, because I don't know. I don't know. I think most companies, food companies, supermarkets are unions, so they might be afraid, And a lot of people get illness, so and they feel betrayed by the company because they feel like they've worked there a long time. So if they do go on strike, they feel betrayed because they worked there so much. And there will be a lot of chaos if the food or the people who drive the buses, they feel like there's a lot of chaos. If they do go on strike, the drivers or the people at the supermarket, and the lack of stable, because how are they gonna give the food to the customers if everybody's on strike, the drivers and the people at the supermarket. So they're like I said, they're fearful. The people are very fearful. All right, I'm gonna ask: are we going to be going into space in 2025? Are we going into Mars or the moon? That's the last question. Hopefully I won't be cut off on my video. If I am, I'm sorry about that. So the last question is, are we going into space in 2025? I think that would be cool. I'm just reading entertainment purposes for cards. Says no, but they're disorganized. I don't think they have enough money right now to go into space. They have bad planning about going into space right now, so the chances are slim that gonna be there will be delays in them thinking of going into space, to the moon again, because it's so expensive, or Mars or wherever. And they feel disappointment because they wanted to go into space, but like maybe they don't have the astronauts, and you have to be in top shape, you have to take physicals, and you have to go through a lot of training. So the disappointment, and it costs a lot to go into space, plus you're risking your life. And they also think the people who's running it is kind of lazy. Some people inside the space program think the people are lazy, and they're blocked. They can't do anything because the people on the higher up, the people who in the middle of the space program, they think, that the people don't want to do their job correctly. And the last card is they have ideas about going into space. They want to go into space, but they're, people are fighting with them. They have ideas, they have opportunities, and they do have some people who have employment, who do. Maybe there's a few astronauts they do have, but it's so expensive, and they do have the skills to do it, but it's the money. So they're not going to go into space right now in 2025 because it costs a lot. I guess I have a minute, so I'll ask anything I should know about in 2025. Last question. Is there anything I should know that's going to go on? And I'll do 3 cards. Please tell me. Anything going on in 2023 I should know. There's going to be mysteries coming out in the world. Awareness. People are going to find out things are going to happen when it comes to things. Wisdom. And also lack of vision. So there's a lack of things going on. And they think people are lazy. And they also think they're hard workers. So I think this might be politics or something. They're people are going to find something coming out soon in 2025 about politics. I feel like that. And people are going to they're going to have lack of patience, like hurry up, tell us what's going on, but they're afraid to, because they're there's a lot of chaos. They will think that people will be pissed off about what's going to be happen, and it's poor planning, and they also think that people are lazy. And they think these people are conservative, so it might be the Republican Party. So bet something is coming out in 2025 in the Republican Party. So until my next video with me or Michaela, have a good day. Bye-bye.